So I came across this and trying to find out how Debbie's book was doing. And there's a lot of these discussions on the internet. This one's on Facebook, but there's several on Reddit. And like I said in my last video, normally Debbie fares better in these comparisons. But it's because people are simpletons and they just repeat the same thing that they've either heard or read somebody else say. So you'll see that all these people wrote in, but they all had the same thought. Debbie wrote her own music. Talking about Debbie, she wrote her own music. Debbie's songwriting talent. Here, she sings, writes, and produces. This person loved Tiffany, but Debbie had more talent since she wrote her songs. This just goes on and on. It never ends. And what you saw there is the power of embedded thoughts. These people read about this back in 1988, 89. It stuck in their mind. And now it's like that movie Telephone, where 35 years later, they're just regurgitating what they read. None of them have an independent thought in their head about this. And they were told that it was important that one wrote her songs and the other did not. So like the simpletons they are, they just say, well, that's important, so that's my opinion too. And I made this point in a previous video. None of them would know about other artists whether or not they wrote their own songs. And I pointed out in a previous video that Linda Ronstadt didn't write any of her top 10 hits, nor did Tina Turner, nor did Gladys Knight. Nobody knows. Actually, neither did Whitney Houston. Nobody knows that. Nobody cares. But because it was written over and over about Tiffany, that's a criticism they have. It's not an original thought in their head. What kind of idiot listens to a song and says, I can't decide what I think about this until I know whether this person wrote it or not? That is so freaking stupid. And I'll give you an example. I just thought of the song Heaven is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle. And I'm not going to look it up because I want to make this point without knowing. I don't know whether she wrote or co-wrote the song. I don't know whether she plays any instruments. I don't know any of that. Okay? It's a catchy song. She sings it competently. She sings it fairly well. What difference does it make to me whether she wrote it or not? I mean, I feel like an idiot if I had to know whether she wrote the song to know whether I enjoy it or not. And so all of those thoughts that you read here, okay, none of these people can think for themselves. They're just repeating what they've been told to think. And because of that, when the comparisons are done, Tiffany always comes out on the short end of it. But it's because of stupid bullshit like this.